Hello and welcome to African Living Abroad. I am Jamhuri and I'm here to share my international experiences, build bridges between cultures with the hope of making the world a better place. I am a social observer, an interpreter of social events, a commentator and a storyteller. Today is the first day of September 2024. And here we have a get-together of the afri-pembina African group in morden-Winkler area. And we just did an impromptu gathering because it's been a long time since we met each other. We belong to the same WhatsApp group, but we have been apart for a long time. So we had a yearning to get together. And so we just decided within a week to pull together this party. And it's gone very, very well. From 2 p.m. this afternoon at Morden Park in Morden, Manitoba, and up to 9 p.m. And it's been really, really good. We have people from various countries, from Kenya, from Uganda, from Togo, and from Nigeria. And we've had some really good food, a picnic, potluck, where everybody contributed food, and we shared it together. And we had very, very good music from our one and only Kylex, who is our DJ, is very, very diligent in helping bring life into our events, our African events. And so it's very, very important that we gathered here because a few years ago, around 2019, there was a need for people to connect because our African community has been growing, and because people come from various countries, it was not easy to find your people from your country of origin here. And so everybody, it's somehow in their own way, were yearning to have a connection. And finally, when this thought grew, we finally put together the African Pembina group. We call it afri-pembina, where people from different countries of Africa could come together to help one another, support one another, interact, because Africans are very, very good with socializing, and it's our lifeline, and we know how to support one another in times of joy and in times of sadness. And so today, this is our our second summer gathering. We got interrupted by the events of 2019 up to 2022, and we weren't able to gather as often as we wanted. But we made it happen today. So we're just about to close the event, and I'm very, very excited about how this came together within a very short time. And it really shows the flexibility of the African people, that they can make things happen. Even though we started out late, but it's better late than never. And we were able to welcome some new people who we've never seen before. Even though we belong to the same WhatsApp group, we know one another's names from that group, but we haven't met before. So, mosquito. So it's a very, very, very happy day for us. Guys, yeah, there's a party here, guys. Come on. There's a party. Yeah. Here we started. There's a party. You see the party there? Woo! Starting already. Don't miss out.
There's a party going on.
What do you say, Kylex? Woo-hoo! Yeah. Yeah. So Beatrice is one of the committee members or admin of this group that helped to make this afternoon a success. And Beatrice, can you tell us a little bit maybe about yourself and about today?
Yeah, my name is Beatrice Aderemi from Nigeria. I'm a Canadian citizen. And what do you want to know again? You want to know about afri-pembina picnic?
Yeah, and today,
Today, 1st of September, despite the fact that it's kind of an impromptu gathering, We really had fun. We have a lot of people around, newcomers, new faces, and we're glad we did it. Kudos to Rosemary because she came up with this like a few days ago, and we're like, that is not possible. We're looking forward to December picnic, December party. But she was like, oh, it's been a while that we come together. Please, let's do this. We don't mind. Other people have other commitments, but let's just do it. And we did it. Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you to all people that come around today. We look forward to more of this. And hopefully we'll do another one in December and another one next summer. And we expect more people. We have more Africans in the city. We expect more Africans to come out and let's celebrate our cultures, let's celebrate our diversity, let's celebrate ourselves. Winter is coming, so thank you for coming. I love you all.
So Beatrice, here is a group of different people from different countries. About 4 countries were represented today, but afri-pembina is more than that, more than many countries. What if you were to talk to the African Union about the unity of Africa based on this, what is happening here? What would you tell them?
I wouldn't want to use what we have today to talk about afri-pembina. We've been having so many gatherings together. We've had like at least 3 times we've gathered together, and I saw the turn up. I believe this turn up today is not what we expected, but at the same time I will not blame anyone because the notice was so short. We planned this within 5 days, so I believe that is the only reason why we have these people, the numbers of people that we have here today. But generally among ourselves, Africans, we see ourselves as one big happy family. We fight in the family. We fight and we still settle ourselves. We know how we meet outside the chats and all that, and we settle ourselves. So it's one big happy family. In afri-pembina, we're all one. Anybody in Winkler, Morden, you see the kind of unity, you see people around, you see that kind of community settings, bonding and everything. And that's what we enjoy here. And that is what I will preach to all my African brothers and sisters. Let's embrace love. Love and unity. That is what we require to live here. Let's make our afri-pembina a home away from home. This is our home. We go nowhere. We die here.
Thank you. Could you tell us about, you're one of the founders of this group. Could you tell us how you came about to pulling it together and uniting this group of various Africans?
Afri-pembina, it's 6 years already this August, and what gave rise to afri-pembina was the Corn and Apple Parade 6 years ago. There was no African representations, and at that point we looked at it and said, what can we do to unite Africans, because we are minority in this environment and we can't keep working in isolation. So we decided to create the afri-pembina, which is putting all the Africans within the Pembina cities and towns together. So that's what gave rise to afri-pembina, and so far it's been going good. From one friend, from one brother, we've been able to pull a community together. Now we have the Kenya, Zimbabwe, Congo, Nigeria, and all over Africa is represented in the afri-pembina. And the major point there is we really want to create a community to let our brothers and sisters that are planning to migrate here, because it's all about migration. We all migrated here. So we wanted to create a community, an environment that would look like home to the rest of our brothers and sisters that are looking forward to migrate here, and as well still maintain our culture and heritage while we live and dwell in this place, this new place called home, which is afri-pembina, which is the Pembina Valley, so to say.
So when we are in different forums and let's say social media, and there are some people who, when we talk about the unity of Africa, or maybe one day creating a united Africa, there are some voices that say, no, Africa can never unite because we are so diverse, we are so different. But based on our experience here of us coming together as countries from West Africa and all the way to East Africa to South Africa, what has been your experience? Do you think that it's a myth that Africa cannot unite because we're different? What is the problem?
I think it's first we need to deal with what we have in the mind of that unity. We need to understand what unity is. We need to understand what people living together, what it entails. Africa can unite, but we need to drop away all the barriers, the barricades. I will always use the word, the borders that were created by our colonial masters. Now, those borders were created for territorial reasons, and we should let go of that. And that is where we can start addressing unity. So unity, it's something we need to define it, we need to understand it, and look at what we really want to achieve. In my perspective, Africa can unite because for all I care, I come from the United States of Africa, and that's what it is. So Africa can always unite. But it has to start from you, from me, from everybody to understand why do we have to unite? What's the common ground? What's the common goal? What do we stand to achieve? When we unite, we work as one team, we're bigger, we're stronger.
So as us here, as being people from different countries, sometimes we have issues, but we settle them quickly and we keep moving forward. But do you think that, I mean, we cannot eradicate different disagreements, but do you think that if we focus more on our strengths, actually it will be more stronger than focusing on the negativity? Because I, for one, I feel like it's so easy to live together as different people from different countries and languages, and the culture is even stronger than before, you know, like we are not so different.
Like I said, the first piece of the puzzle is we need to drop that differences. We need to see ourselves as the same, as brothers and sisters, and together as one.
Yeah.
So all of these differences is what plays on in our heads.
Yeah.
So it's a thing of the mind. We need to drop those differences aside and see ourselves as one. We have the same color, the same skin, and of course, we're from the same continent. So, like I said, those borders were created by colonial masters.
Yeah.
They were not meant to be. We were meant to be one. Yeah, the fact that we speak different languages, we have different culture, and we come from different regions and all of that. It doesn't change the fact that we are all Africans and we share the same heritage. Look at it from Kenya, the same culture from Kenya, Nigeria, it's all the same. It's all being spoken in different languages, but the culture, the practices is the same.
Yeah.
So I would say unity is not far-fetched from what we can achieve.
So I think what I'm getting at is our African group here. Do you think we've overcome our problems?
We are still on the journey, like we keep saying it, we're still on a journey to really overcome some of these differences, some of this mentality. It's a mentality shift that we are working towards, and I think we can achieve it with time. I wouldn't say we're out of it, we're still building. So at this point, it's still on the path to build a strong unity and a strong team together.
In Canada as an African, you come here as a new person with, you know, and then how does Canada change people, or how has it changed you in the last few years? How many years have you been here?
Yeah, I've been in Canada in the last 7 years, and so far it has been interesting because Canada, it's a place where you have opportunity of meeting different diversity, cultural continents, Africans, Europeans, and all of that. So far that has really changed the mentality, the way I would, on my own, view somebody from a different continent, a different country, and all of that. It's still the same thing. And looking at it, it has really built my confidence, seeing what an average African can do, be it professionally, be it career-wise here in Canada. Is quite so different from those from the European countries and all of that. We are stronger, we are unique people. So for an average African here, it's intelligent and smart people come from Africa. So that has really changed my mentality of feeling so insecure and less of a person in the community. And that's something I've learned for Canada in my years being here. It's been a thing of joy.
It's built your confidence, you're saying. Yeah. And how are you giving back to this community of in the area you live in? How are you giving back as an African, you know, with this new confidence? How is that impacting your environment?
So giving back, I do volunteer with the city to help settlements and all of that. So giving back is telling the good news to my brothers, my sisters that are migrating here as Africans, because we move out here for certain reasons, be it political, be it for education grounds, family-wise, and all of that. But that confidence, that uniqueness needs to stand out. And somebody needs to preach the gospel. Somebody needs to tell our brothers and sisters that this is what you have, this is who you are, and you can stand and survive any day, anytime, anywhere. So that's the message.
One of the things that I see lately is like, I feel like the world has never really met Africa yet, or Africans in the real way, because our story has been told by other people. But as we connect with the community people, they get to know us in the real sense of who we are as individuals and our strengths. And I think our strengths are coming. Could it be true? What do you think about this, that the world has not really met us yet? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, Rosemary. The world has met Africans. Behind the scene, they understand Africans, they know what we are, they know who we are, they know what we carry, they know the knowledge, the strength we have. But we're being told we cannot do it. We're being told that we are lesser of a person, lesser of a people, an intelligent people. We are not. That's the message. But with what I've seen so far, it is changing. Africans are getting to understand who they are, understanding the strength behind Africans. And that is something we'll get to see in 2-3 years to come. Africans are waking up to the reality of who they are. That's the message.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. When Africans wake up to who they are, their strengths, their self-identity, and who they really are, then the world will meet the true Africa and the true Africans, right?
Yes.
So I would encourage, my message actually for Africans is, wherever you are, especially out in the diaspora, to make impact wherever you are, because you are letting people know what Africa is really like in the real person, right? Not through other people, through media and all the negative stories.
Yeah. My final message is, as an African, wherever you are, be it in Pembina Valley, be it in America, wherever you are in the world, always represent Africa in the right way. Do the right thing. Stand up for what is right. Be truthful. And always, always have it in mind that as an African, you are unique, you are smart, and you're intelligent. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I have to say today, thank you so much for being here, Alex.
Guys,
really.
thank you so much for organizing this. It's amazing.
Did you miss us?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Of course.
Me, I did not sleep for a whole year. I said, I gotta meet the people.
We should do this every year.
Actually, I had an idea that around this long weekend, we could do it, or even before. But summer is our thing, right?
It's amazing, yeah. We should do it. We should do this even in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can show up with our winter jackets.
Yeah.
And then just be here.
Yeah.
Because it's amazing, man.
But that would be a bonus one, right?
Oh, yeah.
The winter is a bonus one.
The winter, yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
Alex, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your music. You know,
Absolutely.
we can. I know it was not. We didn't know it would show up, but thanks for making it.
Yeah.
Not only today, but every event. You know, without you, I don't know. You just seem like you're sharing your
I
gift
give my best.
and your time.
Yeah,
Asante.
thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
Let's keep rocking.
Yeah.